you've just seen, there are only 3 of them at the moment in the world. And they are such fine examples of the craftsman's art that one of the copies is in the Smithsonian Institute in America. Just for that, just for being so well made. And we hope in a couple of weeks to have the man on the show who made it. Now what I need is a volunteer. Anybody who'd like to volunteer, please stand up. If I could have a volunteer. Yes, please, yes. Yes, anybody who'd like to volunteer. There's a lot of people changing their mind. Yes. Yes, now it's getting a bit silly now, this. Debbie, just pick any 2. Yes, they've all gone bananas. Do you remember the days we used to have a normal audience? A nice round of applause for 2 volunteers. Ladies first, what's your name? Joan Williams. Joan Williams, okay. Didn't you used to play the guitar? Oh, no, it was Joan Williams, yes. Hi, and you are?
Fred Williams. Fred Williams.
Fred Williams.
Right.
Brother and sister? No? No? Can't be father and son? No? Now, you see, things like that I find confusing. This, ladies and gentlemen, sounds amazing. It's always happening to me, but it is pure coincidence. They were taken from separate parts of the audience. You'll just have to believe me on that. Came as a shock to me, which is why I stopped in the middle. And what I find amazing about things like that is I find it a little confusing when you start to work. Do you? You know, he's a Williams, he's a Williams. For example, here, this is confusing. Look, I'll just spread these out a little bit, because I don't want you to see too much yet. It's a secret. How many cards are there, sweetheart? Can you see on the edges? The people at home can't because they're all white. Pardon? 4, yeah. Better if I count them. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Okay? Now, did you notice this one and the other one's got a hole in? Did you see that?
Right.
Yeah. Now, that's what I find confusing. What would you call that?
Finger.
A finger. Yeah, I was talking about the... Good lad. Never mind. It's a hole, son. It's a hole. What do you do for a living?
Microbiology.
Microbiology. Oh, well, it's too big for you then. A micro, isn't it? Yes. It's a hole. Now, that's the bit I meant, you see. There's 2 of these with holes and 2 of these. And these are called hole cards. Aren't they? Oh, that's crazy. This is a hole card, and that's a hole card. And the other thing that I find confusing is this. If you put one of the hole cards behind one of the hole cards, you've got a spot. I mean, it looks like a spot, doesn't it? The funny thing is, exactly the same thing applies on this side, see? So you've got, look, jumping spots. It's got it. And if you put the spot, apparently, but you and I know it's a hole card behind a hole card. And if you just take out one of these like this, you can see it, see, coming out. There's the hole card. But if you rub that, go on. You can have a little rub. There's no hole, is there? That is a spot printed on the card, obviously the effect of what we did. If you just hold that against your belly button, like that, so that people can see it at home, you see. People even now are tuning in and saying, look at that, she's got a big red belly button. You keep that there. Now what am I left with? Over here, I am left with 2 hole cards and a hole card, aren't I?
Right.
Yes? So if we take one of the hole cards and bang it all over the hole card, you'll get a whole bunch of spots. See? Now, if you hold that against your stomach like that, even more people are tuning in now and saying, good grief, he's got 5 of them. Now, so that, oh, by the way, that leaves us, of course, over here with a hole card and a hole card that no matter where you put it like that, you see, it just looks as though it's got a spot on it. You see, doesn't it? Yeah, but there's that many spots, they've covered the whole card. On the other hand, this could be a spot card with a hole in it. Now, if this is a spot card and it's got a hole in it, and that is a whole card that's covered in so many spots it isn't true, and this is a whole bunch of spots over here, that leaves us with this one, which is a spot card. And we've lost a hole, haven't we? Because we started off with 2, if you remember. Yes. Would you believe there's a hole on the other side of this card? Huh? How can you have a hole on only one side of a card? Well, if I showed you, you've seen the whole thing.